Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur SHAHIDA NAFISAH binti BUHAIRA. My matric number is F18A0164. Today I want to present about my thesis report of final year project. The title is The Effect of Sexual Rest in BUG and Maternal Change Behaviour on Dose Performance. Research background. The potential of rabbit industry is emerging and the number of breeders elevated recently in Malaysia. Optimization on rabbit production rely on proper breeding management. At copulation, secretion from accessory gland with sperm is ejaculated into the female vagina. Accessory gland secretion were generally fully restored between ejaculation in males who ejaculate at 24 hours interval, but not when ejaculation was performed within 15 minutes. Problem statement. Bugs with the best performance are preferred and mated frequently promise the best quality and highest litter size. However, repetitive service of bug may lead to sexual exhaustion and low conception rate indoor. Intensive use of bug is consistent with good fertility at least for a short period, but excessive use of male is not recommended for semen production. Objective of this study: first, to determine the effect in different days of sexual rest in bug on dose conception rate. Second, to investigate the maternal effect and post-maternal behaviour on litter performance. Hypothesis. Null hypothesis. There is no significant difference in different days of sexual rest in bug on dose conception rate. Alternative hypothesis. There is a significant difference in different days of sexual rest in bug on dose conception rate. Second, null hypothesis. There is no significant difference in the maternal effect on post-maternal behaviour on litter performance. Alternative hypothesis. There is a significant difference in the maternal effect and post-maternal behaviour on litter performance. Significance of this study: to determine the effect of male sexual rest on conception rate and dose performance. Short-term frequent ejaculation cause a steady decrease in sperm density, semen volume and fructose content. Literature review. Sexual rest day. Repetitive ejaculation cause a decrease in semen volume, which is associated by decrease in protein, fructose and citric acid, while the amount of sperm in the epidermis was completely restored between ejaculation to the level required at sexual rest days. Nest building behaviour. Some does pull their own fur to build a nest several days before parturition and a day after parturition to catch her young. Many rabbit kids survive, indicate the success of the rabbitry associated by the quality and hygiene of the nest. Methodology. The study was started by selection of 4 bugs and egg dose for natural mating. The dose mating was performed at the same time but in different days followed by group. First group was served by males given 1 day of sexual rest before mating with the dose. The second group was made by male given 3 days of sexual rest before mating with the dose. Each group consists of 2 bugs and 4 doses. Then, frequency of occurrence of some courtship features such as chin rubbing, mouthing, hind leg striking and backward falling were observed during mating. After that, pregnancy of those was confirmed at 14 days after mating by checking manual abdominal palpation. At about 26 days of pregnancy, building nest behaviour is one of the maternal behaviour before parturition was observed. Maternal effects such as body weight change and gestation length were observed. Fertility parameters of those were estimated as conception rate, litter size at birth, and the number of kids born alive. Result and discussion. The result revealed that a conception rate of 100% was observed in those made with bug given 3 days of sexual rest, compared to 75% conception rate in those that made with bug given only 1 day of sexual rest. Conception rate may be influenced by season, time of mating, mating frequency, receptive dose, and age of rabbits at mating. table showed that no significant difference were observed from bug first reaction when introduced to receptive females. Group A and B gave 75% and 100% for spontaneous mating respectively. Results similar to KISH 2006 revealed bug more attracted and higher conception rate was obtained when they were introduced by the receptive female, red and swollen vulva at mating. The study reported 25% and 0% for group A and B on refuse to mate respectively. Marai 2003 reported that white vagina vulva color is related to the high rate of male rejection. The results showed no significant difference between group A and group B for the number of mountings, chinning frequency, hind leg striking and backward falling on bug at mating. Sexual behaviour of bug not affected by sexual rest day. Result in figure show there is significant difference in body weight change of those in group A and group B. As expected, pregnant those increase in body weight and those correlated with Agavizo and Ologobos 2020 who state that the physical change occur in the dose body weight due to pregnancy. The results show no significant difference between group A and group B for the litter size at birth. Our study was similar to Kadri and Afifi 1983 that reported that bug performance and number of litter service had no effect on litter size at birth. Litter size at birth may be influenced by number of mating, season, parity and age of bug. Figures show clearly positive correlation R equal to 0.067 between gestation period and litter size. This may be explained that duration of gestation period depends on the total number of fetus in a pregnant dose. As shown in table, there were no significant difference between group A and group B on nest building behaviour. Only 50% of group A and 70% of group B expressed nest building behaviour before parturition. This result related to endocrine control responsible for nest building behaviour by secretion of prolactin hormone. The result of this research show clearly positive correlation R equal to 0.162 between nest building behaviour and number of kids born alive. Explanation for this might be that the available nest helps the survival of the hairless kids and keep them warmly. Pre-weaning mortality can be influenced by maternal behaviour, nest building behaviour, breed, season and litter size at birth according to Harris et al. 1982. In conclusion, there is no significant difference in different days of sexual rest given in bulk on dose conception rate. Sexual rest days given to the bugs before mating, either 1 day rest or 3 days, did not significantly affect sexual behaviour, which is spontaneous response, chin rubbing, mounting, hind leg striking and back falling during mating. In addition, next, there is a positive correlation between gestation period with litter size at birth. We also found that there is a correlation between nest building behaviour and kids born alive after 1 week. Recommendation: future research, especially in semen quality affected by sexual rest for 1, 2 and 5 days is recommended. Semen quality such as viability, mobility, membrane integrity should be analysed. In addition, large sample size could provide a better analysis regarding the effect of sexual rest in rabbit, bugs toward dose and litter performance.